Fire, air, water, earth. Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Angelic Fireheart. So we are going to be starting off the bending tutorial series. Now this is just for this server. Every single bending server has different move sets, different names for moves. Moves have different damaging capabilities, as well as different settings that are turned on and off. But this is just for House of Bending. These are just 9 of the fire moves. I'm going to go into some others that do not work. Let me explain that. So there is a survival part of the server and a battleground part of the server. And certain moves are not currently working in survival just due to simple complications, but they do work in battleground, so I will be doing that at the end of the video once I go to the battleground part of the server. But to start off, I'm here with my good friend Lightning, and he will be acting as our test dummy. That sounds kind of bad. But let's start off with Blaze. So with Blaze, you tap shift or your sneak button, and it sends out a ring of fire around you, as you can tell. Not saying I cannot hurt members of my faction, because Lightning is in my faction. That is why he was so nice as to offer to help us out. Now, the other thing you can do with Blaze is you can left-click, or whatever your default left-click button is for Minecraft, because you might have changed it, and it will just sound like a little tiny. It'll just send this little tiny cone of fire in front of you. See? Secondly is Fireball. Now this one is a lot of fun. Let me tell you why. Sorry about that. So with Fireball, you just basically shoot this ball of fire. Now the fun part is, you can't really tell because it was in the distance. Let me retry this. Is whatever ground its trail hits in the process will get lit with fire. Now, it's only temporary, but still, you can pretty much make a line of fire. There are also some fire combos. Every single element has combos. Now, currently, Earth only has one, which is kind of sad, but I will show you guys that in the Earth episode. All the combos will be shown at the end of the video. Let's go on to Wall of Fire. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a giant wall of fire, and if you walk into it, you catch on fire. Thank you very much for showing that, Lightning. Next up is Fire Breath. So this one, you pretty much just hold down shift, and you are like a dragon. And wherever you look, the fire will keep on going until it runs out. It has a time limit. So that one is also fun. Here is one of my favorites, Fire Jet. So you have to just click, and you kind of shoot off for a little bit. Now, it's not permanent, and you leave this little tiny thing of fire, and I just set myself on fire. So I will show you this one now, Heat Control. Let's set myself on fire again. Let's see, can we do that? So, Firebenders, Heat Control. If you have this ability toggled, any flames that you have set on you will immediately be extinguished. So, watch. Once again, it's not working. Why can't I light myself on fire whenever I need to? Let's see if I can get my own wall of fire to light me on fire. No. And Lightning is not a firebender, or else he would probably be doing this for me. There we go. Another thing is, let's show off Fire Jet. So as you can see, it leaves a spot of fire on the ground. If you use heat control, boom, it extinguishes flames. It also can turn ice into water. It will melt it, which is very capable. Waterbenders have an ability where they can encase you in ice. So firebenders, use heat control then. Let's do Fire Punch. So yes, I know I have my bread, because bending uses up a lot of food. Basically, when you punch somebody, you ignite them with fire. Now, it does have a cooldown, but I think this is worth it. It deals extra damage, and you ignite your enemy, which can be helpful. Fire Shield has 2 functions. First one is you left-click, and wherever you left-click, a baby version of Wall of Fire happens. Or, if you hold down Shift, this ring of fire around you appears. And, as Lightning will demonstrate, if you walk into it, you are ignited. Now, he's not being knocked back. Typically, you have a little bit of a knockback as well with that, but since he's in my faction, I don't think it's working like that right now. Lastly is Fire Shots. Well, actually, not lastly, just yet. You tap Shift, and then this little tiny ball of fire appears, and you have 3 shots. Now, the fun part is, wherever your cursor goes, they will follow. So, I'll show that again. See how they curve? And then there's that one, and it curves. Which is fun, because if you are hitting a moving target, Let's see if lightning will run that direction for us. Hopefully he will run in a straight line because I don't know how well I can do this. There we go. Let's see. Well, it's a little bit laggy right now, but normally that would work out a little bit better. However, it still is helpful. There we go. Let's see if I can hit him. I got him. Awesome. Awesome. So another fire move that I am binding real quick is called Illumination. Now this one is especially helpful if you're going down a mine or if it's nighttime like it is getting to right now. So I'm going to let it get a little bit dark outside. Now, however, because I am an avatar on this, which I would highly recommend getting, however, it does cost real money to get the donator rank. I bought it during a sale. But you will see in just a minute, because I'm an earthbender, that the block beneath me will turn into glowstone because of the lighting level, blah, 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 blah. A whole bunch of other stuff that factors into it. However, with Illumination, it's a toggle ability. So you just hit left click once, just once, and this little tiny torch will appear at your feet and follow you around. Now just turn it off again. You just have to left click it one more time. Turn it back on, turn it back off. Like I said, it's very, very good for mining, and if you jump or something, whatever block you're on, it stays, which is better than the glowstone part of the earth bending. Right there, see, because as soon as you leave the ground, as soon as you are no longer walking on the earth bendable block, then it disappears. And if you are not on an earth bendable block, like say you are walking on cobblestone, or you're walking across, I don't know, somebody has a wooden bridge, then this ability not work. However, with Illumination, it works on all blocks, so that is good. Now, I will be going into the Battleground part of the server here in just a second to show off Lightning, Lightning Burst, and Combustion, which are 3 other really fun moves, as well as a normal move called Fire Blast, and then I will show you guys the combos, hopefully. Hey guys, and welcome back. So, we are on the Battleground part of the server now in the training arena. Now, there's no longer any factions, so I won't have to deal with that faction alert message. I also hid chat, so that way we won't have to worry about that distracting us. And since we are in training, we cannot deal damage to other players just because this is simply training. If you want to deal damage, you go to the normal arena where you can actually duel people. But let's get started. So, Fire Blast. Very simple. You left click, shoots out a blast of fire, catches them on fire. Now, if you hold down shift, and then all these fire particles appear, you let go, and it sends out an explosive blast. Now, typically on a server where this works in survival, or in a arena where you can actually destroy blocks really easy, that will damage blocks. However, right now it just does kind of like a little tiny area of damage blast to them. Next off, we have Combustion. Now, this one is super powerful and has a very long cooldown, but you shoot out this blast, and whatever it hits will damage like crazy. Now, next up, we have Lightning. Now, I'm going to show this, and I'm going to have Lightning, ironically. He's going to blast me, and I'm going to show you how to deflect it. Now, this is a little bit more of a fun move. So, you shoot it, that little tiny blue line goes out, and it's done. I'll show you it one more time. There you go. Now, Lightning over here is going to charge up his lightning at me, and I will show you. So, whenever you want to block it, you just have to have Lightning equipped. And whenever they launch it at you, you just have to hold down your lightning, and whenever it hits you, poof, nothing will happen. He'll do it back. There we go. Now it's his time to shoot at me, and let's see if I can block it once more. There we go. See? Whenever you catch it, you immediately have it ready to go. So let's try this one more time. And I caught it. See? So now I can shoot it back, and now he does it. And now I got it. Okay, there we go. Now, last but not least, as you can see, is the wonderful Lightning Burst. I don't know what Lightning was looking at. I did see a Firebender over there just a second ago, so maybe he was looking at that real quick. But let's do Lightning Burst. So you charge it up until you get all the particle effects around you. There they are. And whenever you release it, I'm going to switch into this field of view. Boom! It basically just shoots a whole bunch of lightning just all around you in a circle that hurts anybody that's nearby you. Kind of knocks them back a little bit. Give me a second and I will show you guys the fire combos. Welcome back, guys. These are the only 4 moves you need in order to do fire combos. First off, we're going to do a move called Fire Kick. Now, at the bottom of slot 9, there will be a little tiny dotted line that's yellow, if I remember correctly. And then another slot number will appear and a move that has a cooldown, a line through it. So you left click twice, you hold shift, and then you left click again. It shoots out the little tiny cone of fire. It does a little bit of damage. It shoots back people a little bit and also ignites them on fire. Next, we have a move called Fire Spin. So with this one, okay, my mouse is really trippy real quick. I think it got inverted. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Yes, it did get inverted somehow. So, this next move is called Fire Spin. What you do is you left click with Fire Blast twice, and then you tap with Fire Shield. Is that right? Let's find out. It is not working real quick. There we go. My bad. So what you do is you double click with Fire Blast twice, you click once with Fire Shield, and then you just shift click. You don't have to do anything special, you just tap shift. So let's do that in our zoomed out view. There we go. It shoots out just a ring of fire around you called Fire Spin. This one causes damage and does a huge knockback. Actually, let's have lightning. Let's see if he will be able to run up here, and let's see. Okay, let's try this. So, there we go. As you see, he is launched back all the way over there. Nice, nice. Actually, let's see the fire kick knockback real quick. I asked him to come back over here. So, let's see. There we go. That's a decent knockback. Not as much as I was hoping for, but I will take it. So, next off, we have a move called Fire Wheel. So this one requires us to be in Fire Shield, our number 2. So let's go back. And you hold shift, and then you right click the same block twice, then you switch to Blaze, and you release. And it shoots out this little tiny thing of fire. Apparently if it hits water, it stops. So let's try that again. So you go to Fire Shield, and you hold down shift. Let's do this block right here. So we'll right click it twice, and we switch to Blaze, and then we release. There we go. Yeah, that's a fun little tiny... It reminds me of Flame Wheel from the old Pokemon games. So let's try that again. Ah, nice. Now, trying to see. That one, it deals a lot of damage, actually. A lot. So next, we're going to do Jet Blast. So you guys saw Fire Jet in the last episode. If you do not remember that, then you can go back and look at it again. Pretty much, it just allows you to move around a little bit. It's kind of like a mobility ability. That's a fun thing to say. Try saying that one 10 times fast. You don't have to do that. I'm just messing with you. This one makes it where you can kind of knock back enemies in a way. I guess is how I can phrase that. Basically, you tap shift with Fire Jet 3 times, and then you do Fire Jet. So let's just look up. So 1, 2, 3, and then click. That didn't do anything. 1, 2, 3. That's supposed to do something special? Yeah, that is. Okay, let's try that one last time. 1, 2, 3. Let's try where we start holding shift on the last one. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Nothing. Okay, that's really, really weird. So Jet Blast is not working right now. I will try it again in Survival here in a second, and if it works in Survival, then I will show it to you guys there. If it does not, well, then I just won't even do it in the video, and I'll add that back in at the end. So now let's do Jet Blaze. This one requires you to use Blaze and Fire Jet. I know, right? Jet Blaze requires Fire Jet and Blaze. How funny. So you go to Fire Jet, and you tap shift twice. You tap shift once with Blaze, and then you do Fire Jet. Now what this does is it, whenever you ignite, let's see if I can do it this way. It shoots out a ring of fire around you that will damage enemies that are, say, running at you and you're trying to use this to escape, and it will also ignite them on fire. There we go. Yeah, see the little tiny ring of fire? Awesome. So that is the ability. It's a little bit fun. Like I said, it's purely if, say, somebody's running at you in the arena or you're fighting them and you're trying to get away. Use that. It'll knock them back and also damage them while you get to get away from them. So now I'm going to hopefully, let's go to survival real quick and see what exactly is just going on with all of that, because I figured that it would be working by now. Jet Blaze, I've done it before. Maybe it was in survival. We will find out in just a minute. Okay, guys, so we are inside of survival now. Back where we are, here is Lightning again, ready to help us out. Say hi, Lightning. I guess that's him saying hi. Okay, let's try this again. So we tap shift, and then we do that. That is Jet Blaze. We are ready to go with that one. As you guys can see, it works. And we also got the you can't hurt members in your faction thing. So I'm going to move a little bit further away from Lightning just so that I don't have to deal with that. Let's go and let's set this creeper on fire. That's working out quite well. He still is getting closer. I'm getting more and more scared. There we go. And he burned, and so did his gunpowder, but who cares because I have plenty of stuff back at the base. Let's eat up real quick. Now, note, if you activate Fire Jet and you go straight up, whenever you fall back down, you will take fall damage. I don't because I'm an avatar. The passive ability for airbenders that they do not take fall damage, of course, so I will not take it. However, you will. Just be warned of that. But let's try out Fire Jet. Or, my bad, Jet Blast. So you need Fire Jet, and you tap shift 3 times, and you click Fire Jet once. It's not doing anything. Oh, my bad, guys. I misread this. I feel so bad. So for Jet Blast, what you need is you need to do Fire Shield. So what you do is you click Shift twice. You click Shift once with Fire Shield, and then you left click with Fire Jet. So it's just like Jet Blaze, only instead of doing Blaze and then doing an ability that catches everyone on fire. Instead, it just explodes and damages enemies around you that way, and you also apparently fly faster and further, is what it's saying. So that is interesting. So let's try this. There we go, Jet Blast. I did not see what exactly the explosion was, so let's try switching to this view, and let's look at it now. Yeah, I can see a little bit of explosion, and I can hear it. I do think that went a little bit faster than last time. Of course, now we can certainly be caught on fire by our own flames. So I think that is it. Jet Blaze probably does work in the Battleground server. I was doing it incorrectly, so I will find out, and then we will be done. But other than that, keep posted for the next one. I believe I will be doing water next. I do not know. Let's find out. So I am guessing that the Jet Blast probably does work in Battleground, as we now know I was just doing it incorrectly. And next episode for the bending tutorials will be over air. So keep tuned for that. That one has a really, really fun combo. I think of fire being the purely damaging element, and air is just trolling. Yes, you can deal some nice damage if you're really, really good. I myself am not the best airbender on the server. There are a couple people that can do a whole bunch of damage with it. I will try my best to see if any of them are online. In some of the survival episodes, I may have some guest stars. But other than that, I think air is just primarily a trolling element, and I will let you guys decide for yourself next episode. I will see you guys then. Look forward to the airbending tutorial.